What's up, everybody? Nonpon here. I hope you're all having a great day, and I hope your Sion Sky pools went well. It was my anniversary today, so the wife and I had a lot of fun, and back home, I'm kind of unwinding a bit. It's 11 p.m., and I thought, you know what? Yeah, I have enough energy to do a video. And today we are going to make a parent for the Cancer Cup, which is going to be a mile race. And I'll go ahead and just put my thoughts out there throughout the video. It's going to be for an end closer. I know everybody's crazy about front runners right now, but you know, I might run a front runner. I might not. I'm just gonna stick with Narita Taishin for now because she's one of my favorites, and that's all that matters to me. Now, as you can tell, today is a little bit quiet because we don't have stream chat today. It's just me and you. So hopefully I can be some good background noise. But I do want to know if you prefer this style of video or if you prefer like the stream style, where you get to see people's reactions and whatnot. One's more sensational and this one's more chill. I feel like this one's probably better background noise. I'm not sure. Just let me know. Just let me know. But today we are going to make a cancerous parent, right? But let me explain my concept here. As you know, I use the Umamusume reference doc for everything. This is where I get all my information, thanks to Erzi, and she put some recommendations here of what we can do for Cancer Cup. And I went down here to the end closer one, and she, places Narita Taishin up here pretty highly. I mean, many people do. I don't know if she's actually that good, but something that was interesting is that I'm gonna want a Mejiro Ryan, and I'm gonna want a wedding Mayuno for their ultimates. The problem is I don't even have a wedding Mayuno and Fantasy Possum when she comes out, but whatever. Now, here's a couple things I wanted to consider. I'm gonna need way more Mile Sparks than I ever have needed before, because this is the first time where I'm training an Uma that doesn't have the aptitude I'm looking for out of the box. You know what I mean? So over here, I have a D in Miles. And I'm pretty sure if I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, in order to go from a D to an A, I need 7 Mile Sparks. Yeah, a grand total of 7. And let me tell you, there aren't many, I don't think there's a single Mayano right now that has Mile Sparks on the database right now. I found one that has Turf though. So hey, maybe we might get S Turf and S Mile at the same time. I can cope. But there is one more interesting thing that many people may not know about Cancer Cup yet. There's a small secret that's not listed anywhere. And right over here, this track has stat thresholds on stamina and guts. You want at least 600 stamina and 300 guts for the speed increase. Now this is the most interesting thing to me. Now over here, basically for every 300 stamina and 300 guts we will get a 5% stat increase. And that is pretty substantial. I think that's very powerful. And the other thing is that I've been running guts cards, guys. Hear me out. I've been using guts cards for my ace, and it's not really crazy. It's really not. Because Narita Taishin has a 20% growth rate for guts and 10% speed, I'm actually able to get 900 guts pretty easily, and I can almost make it to 600 stamina, and that would be pretty comfy, right? So if I get the 901 guts and then 600 stamina, that's gonna be a lot of speed, and that's what I'm looking for. The other good thing is that guts can kind of be like a stamina. If you don't know, right now at least, like guts is like a diet stamina. It's not too good. Usually you're pretty set around 400 or so. But in this particular case, I kind of like the guts because it's going to be raising my power and speed at the same time. I'm still gonna, but I think that was weird. I glitched. Uh, but yeah, let me show you. Let me show you the example of what I got here. We got. Hold on. Here we go. I just got done doing this run right over here. Got a bunch of good skills here. Didn't get curvature or anything on here, but it's fine. I got a lot of ultimates too, so I'm happy with that. So you see I got 1200 speed, almost 900 power, getting there. Went a little bit overboard with the guts, not gonna lie. I clicked this button a little bit too many times. But you know, if I don't click guts as much, I should be able to get stamina up to 600 with guts at 900 and enjoy that fat speed bonus. On top of that, you're probably wondering like how I even got these stats in the first place. Well, let me show you. I'm actually using this setup right here. Yeah, very weird. I'm actually kind of privileged to even have the Haru card maxed out, and that's because of you guys using my parent and my borrows. So if it wasn't for you guys, I really wouldn't even have this deck in the first place, right? And the reason why I use this is I might swap out the Ishin Flash here. We'll see. Keys on black is mandatory. Ishin Flash has standard distance and straight away acceleration, which is nice. Aoi card, in my opinion, is best in slot, especially for Narita Taishin, because of her mood down event and the fact that Aoi can fix it up right away. And she gives you a ton of skill points, man. Like, and she also gives you a lot of wit. Like, this card is like, it has mood up, it gives you a lot of wit, and it gives you a lot of SP all in one. Like, I really like it. The Haru card, you know, I like it. You know, people memed about it, about how everyone talks about how good it is, but no one actually uses it. Well, I'm using it. And wow, Haru's events are really good. Tons of mood ups, tons of energy increases. This is probably the happiest I've ever seen Narita Taishin in my life. Having Aoi and Haru in the deck at the same time, I'm at a great mood almost permanently. It is insane. And I really like that. Now, I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name. I'm just going to call her Mambo. Mambo, also kind of a stat stake, just the best one I had at the moment. And then I used Grass Wonder here because she has Furious Feet, and Furious Feet is a pretty good gambler skill. I know the Ogiri Cap power card has this as well, but I really just wanted the extra guts right now because the speed and guts kind of worked out for me. But no, with this setup, and with the extra growth rate I have, I should be able to hit that 900 guts, maybe 900 power. We'll see if I get lucky. I think the wit is good here. I think it's fine. We can double check though, but I think 400 wit is comfy enough for me. I can look it up. We just look up recovery, like consistencies here. Let's see. Where is that thing? Here we go. So this is like how often you proc your skills, along with the gold recovery too. But you know, an extra 400 for like to go from 70% to 77. It's fine. It's not perfect, but with all the skills I'm gonna have, it's okay. Maybe if I get it bumped up to 500, that might make me a little bit happier, but I think it's okay for now. Maybe I might use the King Halo card, because if I use the King Halo card, I will get a little bit more power here, right? Maybe that's the key to bump this up to 900. Yeah, because I think that's a strong stat line, man. 1200, 600, 900, 900, and just as much wood as I can. I like that. Now, I kind of made it. I wanted to test this out. I did waste a borrow on this. As you can see, my new Taishin here has a B on here. And that's not exactly what we're looking for, right? But I did find this Mino. I did find this thing. Speed, turf, everything I need. Yuri Finale too, you know. It's okay. It's all right. I don't mind it. Again, I don't have one myself, but I really want her ultimate, so it's what we have to do. But at the very least, maybe I might actually get S in turf and S in distance this time around, right? Yeah, because that means, let's see, 3 slots for Miles. I would have to use, yeah, 3 Umos to get 7 stars. So that means I do have room for 3 turfs, right? 3 turf parents. Shoot, man. I mean, we'll see what happens, right? If I get lucky, I get lucky. The extra acceleration's not going to be bad. It could only help me from here. Now, I did already start this run over here. This is for my Mejiro Ryan. Now, I'm going to be honest, man. These runs are kind of stinky. I'm not sure if you've ever raised a Mejiro Ryan in your life, but boy, they can be frustrating. And the reason for it is because I feel like she has a hard campaign. And she's usually just always a parent, so you're never really running 2 good cards on her at the same time. So that's just kind of stinky, right? But let me know how it's been working out for you. But we kind of have to get Let's Pump Some Iron here. Let me show you what I got here with this deck. I'm using Narita Taishin because I can't use her on Narita Taishin, and I want enclosure corners if I do get lucky. Using Helios here. Mild corners and Slipstream is pretty comfy. It's one I want to go for. She also has a long shot. I mean, if we get it, sure. If I have the spare change, sure. I'll probably take this over Lone Wolf any day. Yeah, no. Over here in Fuji, we have Summer Runner and Mild Corners again. Unyielding Spirit, might take it. We'll see. I don't think she has anything extra over here that I care about, unless I want to get that debuff. I'm using the Taiki Shuttle card. This is one of the few rare cards that has hint frequency. You know, I wish Rudolph had this. But hey, that's cool. So thanks, Taiki Shuttle. Milo Straightaways is what I'm going for her. Updrafters can get me a discount on Furious Feet. So I do like that. It's alright. It's alright. I'm running Manhandle Cafe, honestly, more so for life support to see if Mejiro Ryan can actually finish her campaign. Because if I can get all the way to the end, that's going to be better affinity, but I don't really care about that as much as the URA finale spark, if I can't even get that. But hey, wet conditions. Yep. That's it. Wet conditions. That sure is the only thing I want from her. We'll see. And then lastly, we have Yano, who, I mean, you guys know this card. It has a buttload of good yellow skills here. Tail held high is what we're looking for here. And of course, playtime's over from the event that we'll get here as well. So it's just kind of decent. Yeah. Anyway, that's the deck. I'm borrowing the Top Gun here as a grandparent because I'm gonna try to take this here. I have my Ogiri here, 3-star Mile, which I do need, and then has 2-star Power, standard distance in miles. It's cute. It's enough. Another thing is I have to look up the numbers, but because she has miles, and correct me if I'm wrong, this should make it easier for Mejiro Ryan to get that ability if I do happen to get it from a spark or even from the cards. So that's just a chain we can get going there. Would be nice if it happens, but we'll just, oh my goodness, that's a good start right here. We'll just kind of go from there. But yeah, I hope you're all having a good day. We're just gonna go through this. Can I just take our time? I feel like I've gotten better at this early game thing. Trying to get my friendship up, but it's kind of wasted on this whole friendship thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. But how about Groundwork? You guys want to talk about that? Just leave your comment below, man. Like, man, Groundwork. How I feel about Groundwork is that you need time to make Groundwork work, right? because it essentially is like the Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like trying to get all the pieces together and hopefully stay in front and get Sion's ultimate going. You know, I get it, but I feel like with how fast we're getting new champions meets, it's almost like really hard to get groundwork to work. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not so much that you need to get groundwork parents, you also want to make sure that you have the correct aptitude as well. Or maybe not. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how hard you're actually going to try. And like, I'm starting to realize that trying really hard when you have like almost no time to prepare, it can be exhausting, right? It can be. For everyone who's gonna run groundwork, I wish you a happy grinding. I really do, because you know, I don't think I have it in me. I might get her if I get lucky. We'll see. But you know, things right, is this rainy days? Does she have wet conditions? I don't remember. Is it rainy days? Oh, she already comes with wet conditions. Well, shoot. Why did I run my hit a cafe then? What? I mean, okay. I kind of forgot that. I'm sorry. You know, and I find it easier, like for me, and you guys can hate me if you want, or what I'm about to say, but you know, you can run a sacrificial front runner to stop all the front runners from getting their cheese off, right? And I mentioned that in a previous video. You just need like 1200 power, like as much power as you can get as much power as you can get, and then get, I'm gonna take this, go ahead. Perfect. Much power and wit as possible. And then you can stay in front of the pack, and then because you're in the front, no one else can get their ultimate going. Which, you know, it's pretty good if you have like Bakshin, McQueen, or Smart Falcon. Because they're really good at staying in the front mid-race, right? And you know, I kind of pulled 3 Smart Falcons. Yeah, 3. And I didn't try to. I wasn't trying to pull 3 Smart Falcons. Oh, this is a typical Mejiro Ryan run here. I'm losing her debut race. Yep, typical. Yeah, I wasn't trying to, but it just ended up happening. So I have a Smart Falcon at 4 stars. Could bump it up to 5 stars, but the point I'm trying to make is that my Smart Falcon could probably do a very good job at denying people Sion Sky's ultimate. Like a very good job, especially because her ultimate's going to be at a higher level. Because the ultimate's not really there to win the race, it's just there to stop people from activating the ultimate. So when you have it at a higher level, that's just more added added security to what I need to do. So there's like 2 paths in front of me, right? There's just 2 paths here, and that's either, I don't even need the wet conditions, man. Whatever, I'll just do this anyway. It's either be the villain, or maybe I'm a hero, I don't know, and use the Smart Falcon to just block everybody, man, because Smart Falcon has wet conditions in her kit, and she has front runner savvy. Like, she already has 2 green skills that's needed for groundwork. Like, she's already there, man. Like, she's already good. And you know, it's oddly easy to deny Sion Skies' ultimate with that setup. I know I would have to still get groundwork with her and everything, but I don't have to worry about like getting, you know, S distance. I have to probably get like S front, but that's not really too hard because I'm not worried about getting like the perfect stats, you know what I mean? It just get groundwork. I could run the Rudolph card. That card never gives you any hints, I know from experience, but it has groundwork. It has groundworks and debuffs, so I could just run Smart Falcon with Rudolph and some other wit cards, and then run some power cards, and there you go. You know, she's a debuffer and a Sion Sky denier, and I'm just happy with that. And then I can just use that because that's the thing. I don't have to worry about the distance for my front runner denier, right? I don't have to worry about that. Because of that, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna make her do a pace, I guess. Because of that, oh nice, Shachu's have the one. I could just use Smart Falcon on like any track if I want to, right? It doesn't matter, right? Because it doesn't matter if it's a, I guess maybe a long distance. Well, no, it doesn't matter because she's not trying to win. I would just have to bump up her distance up a little bit more so she doesn't lose acceleration. But even like at a C or a D, no, it wouldn't even be that big of a deal. Yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, man. You know, I think, and I think that's just easier, right? That's just easier for me to do than to just try to make a new groundwork every single time. But I don't know. You let me know what you guys think, because I either am going to be very lazy and just make that Smart Falcon, or I'm just going to join the Sion Skies and see what I can do. Didn't I already get Mile? I already got Summer Runner off her, right? Let's go ahead and purchase Summer Runner here. We'll do that. And then we'll buy Mile Corners. That's what we'll do. How did you fail that? Come on. Come on now. Okay, whatever. Another thing about Groundwork that I've heard people talk about, and this isn't to throw shade at guidance or anything, you know, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and so am I, right? So am I. And I've heard a handful of people say that they're probably going to be running target in sight for their Groundwork, because with target in sight, it activates if the favorite is using the same style as you, right? And I guess the odds of that happening on a very popular frontrunner track could be likely, right? But I mean, that's like back to the whole thing I mentioned before, right? Like, not many people have the time to prepare Groundwork. And even then, like, I don't know how many people you'll find out take the game as seriously to go for that, right? It's always been like a whale position to get the stats and everything you need all at once, right? But anyway, I'm not a fan of target in sight. Like, I don't think it's worth running for your Groundwork, despite how many people like to defend it. I don't care, right? You know, unless, you know, everyone has like their own source of information and their own opinions, that's okay. If Urzi posts something like in her document, because that document has been a foundation for many players, and there's a lot of credibility and reputation with that document. If she puts something in there that says, hey, you know, it's probably all right to use or whatever, like if there's something I'm not missing, or maybe there's like a real good way to manipulate the favorite to win consistently to just make that one skill work, sure, maybe I might consider it myself. But the other thing is that it just gives guts, right? It just gives guts. Like, if I were in a similar situation where I would want to get Groundwork, right? To get Groundwork working, I wouldn't even continue that ace into a champions meet if it was solely relying on target in sight. Like, that is so flimsy. That is so flimsy and inconsistent, and you never know what you're gonna run into. Hey, we got Mile Corners, let's go. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it, you know? And it's cute, right? It's almost as cute as when people talk about Lone Wolf. And, you know, it's like, oh, I run that skill to deny other people from using it. I'm like, yeah, but like, you also lost skill points for it. So it's like that kind of situation where I mean, if you have the spare change and no other options and you can't double circle something, sure, you know, there are situations where you could take those skills, but you know, I feel like Lone Wolf nowadays it's just not really worth it. It's a bait skill. You could definitely get it if you want to deny other people, sure. On your debuffers, it's fine. But if on your ace, you know, if you could double circle something else or get literally even long shot, even outer post proficiency. Yeah, I don't know. It just really depends on what you have at the end of the run, right? But yeah, target inside is not something I would consider for a consistent groundwork to work. At least I wouldn't use it. And that's just like everyone has their own opinion about what's good and what's not. That's my opinion. I think it's you know what? I'll just say I think it's a bad skill. I know. It's horrible. Horrible. I can hear people, you know, go ahead, just press enter on the comments right now. Go ahead. You got me, man. If you made it this far in the video and I've just triggered your lone wolf instincts, right? If you're like the alpha wolf in the pack, just yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. How fast learner, let's go. Do I want to? I don't think I want to risk this. But this could have end closer corners. Don't I want end closer corners, or did I already get that? I didn't. It's so rare for that to pop up. I'll give it a shot. Please. Please. God damn it. That's karma. Well, I won't be using that. I guess I could take it to, like, lower the pool. But, you know, whatever. We need to really get to, like, at least 600 in all these stats. At least for stamina. I would like to have that for stamina, at least. There we go. But yeah, I wonder if we'll see more people run guts cards this time around. I feel like it's a very niche stat, but I can't wait to actually start using it because, dude, the multipliers on guts is pretty good. At least, I shouldn't say pretty good. It's good for doing attention, right? She already has 20% more. And I know it uses like more energy, but now that skill that setup has been working very well for me that I showed earlier. Because, like, we don't need 900 stamina, and I feel like the extra guts would make up for, like, the lower stamina. So just, like, if I were to get hit by, like, a debuffer, right, I would hope that the guts would help me out in the case that would ever happen, too. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the 900 guts, just there to raise power and speed, and then just get 600 stamina afterwards, and enjoy the extra. It's so funny, right? It's only worth it if you get a speed bonus, right? It's the only time people want to look at guts and honestly scratch their chin and think, you know what? That could work. Yeah, that could happen. All right. Are we gonna buy anything here? I don't know if I can buy anything that's gonna help me. I could get playtimes over, I guess. Sure, we'll get that. We'll get that. I got mild corners, but that's not gonna help me out here. Anything else that can help me out? Wet conditions. I mean, sure. The only thing I've probably given up on is trying to get left-handed. Because boy, is left-handed kind of hard to get. Oh, this is a long distance race too. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens here. Might have to make her into a late surger. I forgot that her long distance races are like really rough here. There we go. Late surgers uses less stamina. This is what I mean, man. I don't even know if I'll even be able to get to the URA finale with this setup. I feel like it's just really hard to get her going in her campaign. But I mean, we don't really have too bad stats for what we have right now. I mean, almost 600 before the year's over. Oh, hey, look, it's that hardware card I like. No energy, though. Sure, we'll pick this. I mean, at least, like, during the campaign, I don't know if it's 300 or 400. I think it's 400, but yeah, if you guys don't know, there's a bolster to, like, 400 stat points to everything to get through the campaign. I think that's also applied to the NPC horses, too. I'm not sure. I think it's just, like, just in case you do a long-distance race early in the campaign, like, that way you can at least function. You know what I mean? Oh, she won that. Sheesh. How did you do that? You beat a Geary Cap? Winter Runner. Interesting. Okay. Oh, you got it, Ryan. You got it. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, let's take the energy here. Let's see, 23, 26 on here. There we go. Raffle time. Oh, okay. Didn't get tissued. Heck yeah. Alright, so power should be at 600 here soon. Let's go. I used to, I don't know if you guys did this before, I would like not raise my stats to 600 because I'm like, oh, I'll just simply win the URA finale. And when I win it, my stats will go up to 600 and I'll be so fine. And then I realize, wait, sometimes I just don't be finishing that stuff. And I don't have the stats I was looking for initially. And I just don't have a chance for the 3-star spark. Like, okay, you know, now I'm the idiot here. This is embarrassing. There we go. The other thing I find interesting about parent runs, though, is that, you know, in so many gacha games, you know, there's always like a pay-to-win option, I feel like, you know, I think that's just how they work, you know, either expand your, or, you know, adjust your expectations or adjust your wallet. And it's like almost not like that for parent runs, you know what I mean? Because even if I were like a whale and I had like all the tools to my disposal and everything, like I would still be doing this, you know? Like this wouldn't change anything because when you need skills, you need skills, right? Yeah, you need white sparks, or you don't want to run bad cards. I can only imagine what it's like being a whale, having like some of the best cards ever, and it's like, well, damn, I can't use these right now because I just simply don't have the skills I'm looking for. Right? Oh, this is gonna happen. Watch, if she doesn't finish this, I won't have a chance at a 3-star speed spark. Uh-oh. Yep, that might just happen today. We'll make her into a pace. That's going to use more stamina, though. I'm not sure if that's going to work out. Oh, that's so frustrating. That's like 3 points off. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, she busted. It's like that. It'd be like that. But let's see what we got at least. Probably should have ran like just a little bit more stamina. I think that's what killed me. But I think the biggest thing is just like the B distance and long, losing out on some speed. That's kind of nasty. But the reason why I don't want to raise the aptitude from B to A is because I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure in order to get like a pink spark in something, it needs to be A. Is that right? Is that right? I can go check the doc later. I don't want to pull up on video. So I'm here thinking that, well, if I just don't raise the long distance aptitude, that should increase the odds theoretically of getting the mild spark, because if I raise up long and I feel like, well, I'm gonna get a long spark, right? Kind of a silly reason, but I mean, it's all the same, right? I mean, we'll see if it actually works out or not. I'll have to go back and check that. But hey, it is what it is. Not many skill points, but what did we end up getting? What condition somewhere? Oh, we didn't even get tail held high. Dang. We got unlucky on this one. Well, what can we take here? We could take Speed Eater, but I don't feel like that's gonna help out much. I guess we can take Mile Corners. Happy we got that one. What else can we get here? Let's take the ones down here. Let's see. Unyielding Spirit. Sure, we'll take that. Shifting Gears. That's towards the front only, though. Could be useful. Do I do the meme and take Lone Wolf anyway, since I just talked shit about it? I guess I am as a parent. Sure. And then we'll take that. And we have 65 left. Can we buy anything else with 65? We could buy Winter Runner. I could take Focus, actually. I could get rid of Lone Wolf and get Focus. Let's get Ramp Up. How about that? Let's do that. Let's get rid of Lone Wolf and get Ramp Up. Do we have enough for that? How much was Ramp Up? Ramp Up was... There we go. We'll do that. Okay. Not the best. Not the best here, but still... Miles Corners and Playtime's over is something. And because Gary has Miles Corners, I'm hoping this like bumps up just a little bit, you know, just a little bit, just to see what happens here. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. Oof. Power, it's not. Hey, we got the Miles Corners though. I mean, that's consistent, and Summer Runner is pretty alright, but really looking for Miles here. Really looking for Miles because I really need that, right? I really need Miles for my Narita Taishin because she simply just does not have an aptitude for it. Yeah, kind of a buster. I mean, I do like the white sparks here though, but you know, I kind of need to really make sure I'm getting Miles sparks there, but that's okay. There's always tomorrow. Always tomorrow, 3 times a day. Try to borrow a grandparent. If I had my Top Gun wedding in her ultimate, that would be nice, but I'm not gonna pull a whole Uma just for a champions meet. I'm not gonna do that. But all right, that's gonna do it for this video, y'all. It's been a minute since I've done a video like this in this style. But let me know what you think. If you want me to bring it back to this style, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, have a good day, everybody. Take care. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.